it fell off. I've told this on my podcast, but it fell off in the bathtub when I was masturbating for one of the first times in my life.
You're lying.
7th grade, I was masturbating. I just learned that my penis did tricks, and I was playing with it, and it fell off in the bathtub, dude.
Baby girl, why?
Yeah, yeah.
And what? I don't understand. How did it? Were you taking blood flow from that area into your?
Well, you know, my body fell apart, dude. You know, I was hit by a cement truck when I was a kid.
Were you really?
I was, dude.
And how full? Or was it? Had it
was
already?
A full cement truck.
No way.
Yeah, even if it wasn't a full cement truck, because that's still fucked up. But it was a full one, dude.
Full one's really bad.
It was, I think, 32 tons, something like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. It hit me. I ran over the first under the wheels, and then spit me out. I flew 500 feet, dude.
You're lying.
Truths.
Oh my god. What's the longest field goal ever kicked? That's insane. Bring that up.
Yeah, I mean, has to be more than 500. No, maybe not. How long is the 66 yards? So quick math. I think that's 1,000 feet. Quick math. No, what is that?
188.
188 feet.
Oh my god. So that's like more than double.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow.
What did you land in?
I skidded up this up the street or down the street, however it goes. And I was hit in one county, and I landed in another county because the street was like the dividing line between the counties.
Still counts?
Yeah, still counts as a cool factoid.
And is this the style you got hit by? What'd you get hit by?
Yeah, it was a similar style. Yeah, so I got taken under those wheels.
Those Peterbilts are nice, huh?
Yeah, that's a solid truck.
And now what happened? Were you? Because I have a friend who got hit by a train, right? And he's doing
not as funny.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
He was doing great. He was listening to, I think, Alanis Morissette or something, walking with his headphones on.
Yeah.
And
he's like, isn't this ironic?
Yeah. Yeah, well.
Don't you think?
Well, because
it's like
the craziest thing.
Listening to my song, getting hit by a train.
The craziest thing was he'd been listening also to Train earlier.
See, that would actually be ironic. Yeah.
But I think, that joke only works if he had been listening to Train earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, but, we dialed that one in.
Yeah, we did a good job. But yeah, you believe that they're noise canceling, and then you're like, no, they're not that noise canceling. He couldn't hear a train coming.
That's
wild. But it's effective, is all I'm saying. Those headphones are effective.
Yeah.
So you're walking, where are you when this happens?
It was Omaha, Nebraska, and we were going across the street to get candy or whatever. And I mean, true facts were we were going to we would steal pages out of Playboy or Penthouse magazines. And we were 12, 11. And so that was our move. We would go there. We'd rip out. I don't know why we didn't just steal the magazine.
Because the ripping sounds loud.
It's way louder. But in little kid brain, I was like, it's not as bad if we only steal a few pages.
That's fair.
We're going to get in less trouble if we get caught.
Right, I got one page.
I only got a couple pages.
Yeah.
I only got half a tit here, Mom.
What? I steal a magazine.
It's just a magazine. You still have the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they say they buy it for the articles, Mom. So I left the articles. So we would do that. And so my one friend was across the street, or my two friends were across the street, and they say, come on. And I took that as coast is clear. Coast wasn't clear, Theo.
Oh.
Yeah, 3 cement trucks are going up the hill as 2 were coming down. And I couldn't see the other side of the street. It was like the suburbs, so new houses were sprouting up all over. So 3 were coming up, 2 were coming down. He yells, come on. I'm like, take his word for it. Walked out behind the 3rd cement truck. Boom, bam, hot damn.
Did you?
And I was getting these spasms. I went to the doctor. The doctor, 1 month before my son was born, was like, you're dying. Swear to God, Theo. He goes, you have stiff person syndrome, which is a real disease. It sounds like a boner joke, but it is not. And he's like, you got stiff person syndrome.
No.
And that essentially the average lifespan of someone with stiff person syndrome is 5 or 6 years.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm dying. So for a solid couple months, I was like, my son is just born.
Oh.
I'm going to die.
And what are you feeling like? You feel like a gingerbread cookie kind of style? Or how stiff are you at that point?
I'm a lot better now. I was so stiff I couldn't I would move and everything would go crack, 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 crack. And it hurts to just move at all. And I would have these crazy spasms, and they would happen in my stomach sometimes, and it looks like I'm pregnant, like a little fucking arm is pushing out. It was wild.
Bring some of that up. Stiff person syndrome. This is a real.
It's a real. Celine Dion has it.
Oh.
So then I go through all this testing. And then they were like, you know, we don't think you have this. We think this is from your accident. And I'm like, okay, thank God I don't have this. And then I go through another 6 months. I'm on the set of The Righteous Gemstones. I'm not getting any better. In fact, I'm getting worse. And I tell Danny, I'm like, dude, I have to dip. I have to go see the stiff person syndrome guy. And it was so scary because he's the guy that's going to tell me if I actually have it or not.
Oh, really?
And I'm there. It's after hours. And they saw me special, you know. And I just hear his little click, clack of his old man doctor shoes. And he comes and he has those eyebrows that are like wizard-like.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
the eyebrows that like a bird will land on one.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, if you have eyebrows like that, you're like, you have wisdom, right?
Yeah, definitely. People who trim their eyebrows are obviously dumb as fuck.
You're not. Yeah, dude, you got to let those things sprout if you're lucky enough to have some wiry brows. And so he comes, and luckily he tells me I do not have it. So thank God. But it was like a wild ride where I'm like, I think I'm dying. And now I'm like, it's from my accident. It sucks, but hopefully I can get better. You know?
So some of the mental fear is gone away because you got the verdict.
And then I think from that, some of the physical has gotten a little better because I'm not just like, because I wasn't sleeping. I was sleeping like 3 hours a night. I was just going online, sitting on the toilet and watching TikTok videos of like people with like, that are like, I'm living with stiff person syndrome and I'm living an okay life. And you're like, oh, this is,
I'm doing good.
Yeah, it's like, I'm doing good.
Yeah,
and you're like,
somebody set me on a counter so I can look at the children or whatever.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. You're like Elf on a Shelf, dude.
That's exactly what it was. And I'm like,
God,
I feel so bad for these people. And also in turn, I'm like, this is going to be me, dude. I'm going to like, my wife is just going to have to like wheel me into the living room as I watch my like little son walk for his first steps. You know, I think it's going to go like that. But luckily it's not. So it was at an after party for like, This Is the End or something. And we were doing a movie that Seth Rogen produced, Game Over Man, which I did with the Workaholics guys. And so we were there at the after party, and I was trying to smoke with Seth, like go toe to toe with him. And I smoke weed. I'm good at smoking weed, I would say. Not as good as Seth Rogen.
He
elite,
looks like he's part of a joint.
Yes, he looks human joint. Yeah. And so I'm like in a fucking daze, fully crossfaded. And also he doesn't drink, but I do. So I'm like just guzzling vodka while still trying to keep up with him. And through this cloud,
you have stiff person syndrome. So you're
this is pre-stiff person. Okay. This is pre my stiff. Okay. But out through this cloud emerges Danny McBride. And he's on like my Mount Rushmore, you know, a favorite comedian.
And just seeing him walk up, he just says this, everything that he says is his character. So it's like, it's just him.
Yeah. And I was like on my heels. And so I go, you're Danny McBride. And he's like, dude, yeah, I know. And he's like, hey, man, nice to meet you. And then I looked at him and I said, you're a bright shooting star. What? Like, what the fuck, dude?
You're a bright shooting star.
I told him you're a bright shooting star, which I think is like a
Native American type of thing.
It might be a Native American, but it's also like, I think from Boogie Nights or something. And so I said, you're a bright shooting star. And he's like, yeah, okay, man. And I grabbed my girlfriend at the time and I was like, we have to leave.
We have to leave.
And she was like, I'm having a good time. Why are we leaving? I'm like, I just called Danny McBride a bright shooting star. Yeah. And she was like, you're right. Let's get out of here. She's like, yeah, fucking, you're out of your mind, dude. Let's get out of here. But when he cast me on the show, he did not remember that. I think he also was pretty crossfaded as well, so he didn't remember that.
He might have been cooking with Seth. Oh yeah, that's what you had.
Yeah, I had but it was like 2010. Yeah, there's my foot. There's my foot. That's my foot.
God, and it's darker, huh?
Yeah, I think it was just the lighting. It's pretty normal looking. I mean, normal for my legs.
It looks fast.
Yeah, it looks like those toes can grab something. Like I can reach out, like you throw me a ball and I go, just snag it out of the air. But they can't catch things. They're just regular toes. Yeah. It fell off. I've told this on my podcast, but it fell off in the bathtub when I was masturbating for one of the first times in my life.
You're lying.
7th grade, I was masturbating. I just learned that my penis did tricks, and I was playing with it, and it fell off in the bathtub, dude.
Baby girl, why?
Yeah, yeah.
And what? I don't understand. How did it? Were you taking blood flow from that area into your wiener? Like, what was happening?
It was hanging on by a thread, and they said that it was either going to grow, like attach, and it was gonna be fine, or more than likely it was so charred, it was just gonna flop off. Oh. And it was, I mean, this is gross, but it was maybe one of the first times I ejaculated, and I'm in this bathtub, and I'm like, oh, this is gross. There's stuff in here. And now I'm in this bathtub, and then I see
The toe go
The
by.
little toe just floating in the glunk.
No.
Yeah.
And did they meet up?
They were swimming together. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty nasty.
Why?
Kind of a nasty
You
dude.
would think that it would be able to help it.
Yeah, all of a sudden it just like
There's enough
regrows.
DNA in
Yeah,
there?
all of a sudden it grows a toenail. And then all of a sudden it turns beautiful pink, and I just reattach it. Click, click. I screamed out, and then my mom came in and was like, "Oh, what?" And I'm like, "My toe." And then she's trying to fish the toe out, and I'm like, "Get out of here! Get out!" It was wild. Dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you tell well, now your mom knows what happened. Have you masturbated since then or no?
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do. I'm not afraid to admit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
think
it,
it's
dude.
normal.
I like it.
I don't like it.
Jewel. I wish I had a deeper knowledge of Jewel. You know, my house was just broken into the other day, dude.
What?
Yeah. My house was
The house we just saw the photo in with the baby and the boat in the yard?
different house. I have a house in Hollywood. And they broke into my house in and out in under 8 minutes. Pros.
Oh, that's a long 8 minutes.
8 minutes. Bang.
Adam Devine cops take a scary spill.
This is the second part of this story.
Okay.
So then they robbed my house, and then they totally destroyed my security system. By the way, security system didn't do shit. They dismantled it like that.
Nuh-uh.
These guys are pros. They just came in, they cut some wires, it was done. And then they were gone. So I'm like, gotta redo my security system. So I pay for them to come and set up the whole thing again. And then the cops come because they didn't do it right. The alarm goes off. I'm out of town. So the cops come, they're checking the property. This poor cop falls 15 or so feet, like trying to check out my property, breaks his arm.
No.
Gun goes flying, baton goes in a bush. Yeah, dude.
Did they catch the guy?
It's a gnarly fall. No, so when the alarm goes off, there was no one there. I get a call, and the cop's like, "Hey, do you mind if we walk through? Your door's unlocked." I'm like, "Oh, did I get robbed again for the second time in 2 weeks?" And he's like, "Can I walk through your property?" So I'm like, "Sure." He walks through. I don't get a call. And then my neighbor calls me, and he's like, "Hey, is everything okay?" He sends me a video of this. I'll show you later, of this cop absolutely eating shit.
Oh.
I felt so bad for him. Also, like, you don't want the cops to hate you. I'm like,
and did he fall off of something, off of a ledge or something?
yeah. So how they broke into my house was where they were checking. You can climb up the side of this hill to get in my bedroom, and they like smashed a window to get in. But the cops, when they put the window back in, my contractor didn't lock my door, like a fucking bonehead, right? So
Like a hobo.
like a true hobo move, dude.
Yeah.
That's more of a tramp move.
Yeah,
more
that
of
is a tramp move,
That's
dude.
a tramp move.
Bum move almost.
Yeah, almost. I won't say that because that's too offensive to my contractor. But that was a tramp move, Greg.
God, why'd you do it?
Yeah, so
So the cop went what?
one cop went in the house, didn't find anyone lurking, and then the other cop, I guess he was being a nice dude. He was like, "I got some mud on my shoes. I don't want to tramp through this guy's home." So he tries to climb back down, splat, falls 15 feet. He gets up, his arms kind of dangling like this, and the other cop is down there. He's like, "Are you okay?" He doesn't say. You know when you're in a lot of pain,
Yeah.
you don't say a word. Like a lot of
Like you make a sound that doesn't have any sound.
yeah, it's like.
Yeah.
And so he didn't say anything, and I was like, "Oh, he's not feeling right."
Fuck.
Yeah, felt bad for the poor guy.
And did the burglars steal a lot of things that were important or no?
No, it was just like
TVs and shit.
not even. They were like in and out in 8 minutes. They stole like my wife's purses and stuff.
Oh.
Which, by the way, I didn't know how much purses were. I was a little offended that this woman has this many purses. I was like, "Oh, there's just a few purses," and then she told me how much purses cost. I'm like, "You gotta stop buying purses, lady."
Yeah.
Damn.
You're not gonna have anything to put in the purses.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, the point of a purse is to hold the things that are important. but